Hey everybody, and welcome back to another day in Pulsechain paradise. And boy, oh boy, Pulsechain prices rallied today, so very, very nice. I know many of you would be glad about that. Great, great, great stuff for everybody. And of course, we've been talking about every day on this channel. Everything that we're saying is coming true. I don't know. Are we Nostradamus? I don't know, but it really is crazy, crazy good times. And of course, let's get into it and say hello. What else? What else are we going to say? We're going to say hello? Yeah, I think so. Let's go. And of course, what else? We got to find out who's here. Sandy Beach got in super early. You bet, but lies beneath today, Sandy, which is pretty crazy cool. Oh! We've got some alert. We've got an alert. And Empty Coiner in the house. Yo. Member for 12 months on YouTube, and a big shout out to you, Empty Coiner. Woo! As we say, woo! And nice one. I appreciate support. Empty Coiner, 12 months. That's a significant supporting membership. So a big shout out to you, Empty Coiner, as well. Nice one. All right, that was a special alert there. Just came out of nowhere. And who else have we got in the chat there? We've got a few people. So let's jump back to the top of the chats there. We got Chimberto in the house there. Cheers, Superman and RH family from sunny Dominican Republic. Absolutely. We got Life Beneath in the house as well. How are you today? Very good. It is super sunny outside. Like really hot. Yesterday was very warm. Today it seems even hotter, and I got to do my walk. Day 56 is the walk. So day 56. I did complete my walk yesterday, day 55, even though I missed it the day before through procrastination. But I am back on track, so that's good. We got the ultimate golden strategy from Richard Hart, of course. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and the Center for the Win, 100%. And we're going to be talking about that today. Prices have rallied for all of those, so we're going to talk about that. Who else has jumped in here? Humberto says RH always said he designed the X system to do 10,000x, 130 days, flawless operation. Don't let FUD, SEC, and paper hands steal your life-changing wealth, says Humberto. Absolutely. Accumulation is the key. We got Wookie as well. Good to see you, Wookie. Wookie has turned green. That actually makes sense, Wookie. I'm pleased to say that actually makes sense. So very cool. Who else has jumped in here? If you want to jump into the Discord, if you're either on Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto, or Pulsechain YouTube, those are 3 channels we're streaming to at the moment, over 10,000 subscribers, then definitely join our Discord. Hex Token Discord is for all of those. Join up there as well. It is $5 to join, which is 16 cents a day. Cheap as chips, as we say. And of course, you get all the cool community, the good information, everything is in there, and you're getting early. So it is the humming community out there, obviously, in Pulsechain. We are involved, we are engaged. It's fantastic. We got Check My Pulse in the house as well. What's up, you all? Good to see you. Check My Pulse. Welcome to the chat. Joey Torres as well. Hi, all. Good to see you, Joey. A big shout out from Sandy Beach, Hex Token, and everybody. Always a pleasure, Sandy. Hex Enthusiast as well. Hey. Good to see you, Hex Enthusiast. We got Brian, our community leader in the house. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. Brian always crushing it in there. Brian's been playing a lot of games lately in the Discord. So you got all sorts of things going on the Hex Token Discord. It really is a great, fun place for the community and, of course, crypto information. Get in there, folks. It is awesome. You guys make it a success. We got Brennan as well. Morning, Superman and family. Good to see Brennan. Very cool. Now, the Hex Token Discord is private, but apparently there was a fake Superman trying to copy my ID. My ID is #9055, and a fake Superman was trying to contact some people, even though he can't get into the Discord. He was trying to DM people with Superman 9055. So see the sneaky trick there, taking out the hash out of it and trying to do that. So just be careful. I will not DM you. You can DM me and I'll respond, but just make sure #9055 is the official Superman name there. Thanks to Archie for pointing that out. Who else has jumped in here as well? We got Archie says hi all. Hey, I just talked about Archie, so welcome Archie. Who else has jumped in here? Crypto Dan. Hello, crypto family. Good to see Crypto Dan in the house there. We got Ivor as well. Yo. Good to see you, Ivor. We're pumping it lately, man. Every day we're covering Pulsechain. We're documenting it on this channel. And I'm sharing the journey with you guys. It is a lot of fun. And we're going to get into it, I think. Let's go. I think we're finishing up a day 130, I think, if I'm rightly. Hexforce 1 has landed. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see Hexforce 1. Who else has jumped in there? Let's just scroll right down. And Uncle Will as well. Hey, you all. Good to see Uncle Will. Man, I know all these names, so it's so cool. Hexavator is in the house. Hey, gang. Good to see Hexavator. Hexavator is in our Discord. Yeah, that is the link to the Discord. So join up, folks. Get in there and become part of the community. It is only 16 cents a day. It is super cheap. So get in there. Discord, a cost of a coffee. Yeah, for a whole month. Yeah. Coffees cost more than $5 these days, don't they? Well, they do down here. Down under in New Zealand, they do. They cost like, I don't know, $7, something like that. Copy. What else there? We got Bloodfish King. G'day, Brian. Yeah, Bloodfish King's in the house. I love coffee and teddy bears, says Danny Beach. Hey, we all love the coffee and the teddy bears, I think. What else there? I see everybody got wrenched or spanned. I don't know about that. There's quite a few in there with them. That's Brian. Brian always does that. Brian loves giving out spanners, although he hasn't done it for a while, so maybe he's had enough of it. What else there? Let's jump through here. We've got Charity in the house there. Hi, all. Bear market over yet? Not quite yet, Charity, but we will be talking about that. In fact, I did bring up the Bitcoin TA chart. I should probably try and bring that up too. Maybe tomorrow we'll bring it up. Maybe Brendan can tell us if we've done the death cross at all. So far, I don't think so, because we've had another green day. Should hopefully protect us there. Richie Robinson, sorry, says, we are here, Superman. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, big shout out to you, Richie. Hey, look, we've got people from all over the world watching at the moment. Big shout out to you. We've got about 47 people in the house at the moment, so big welcome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you love daily Pulsechain content and Hex, of course, get into the chat, because it's going to be awesome. We're on the ride of our lives. We've just got to hold on. That's all. Hold on. Who else has jumped in here? We've got lots of people talking about coffee now. Probably my fault talking about that. All right. Monsters in the house talking about Pulsechain yield farming, and nice one there. Yeah, some of the yield farmers are offering some pretty big returns there. So you're indicating 500% for that one. There are risks with the yield farming and some of those ROI platforms, though, so you do have to be careful. Pulsechain has got a good name. Made it. What's up, all? Adam is here. Never fear. We are okay. Yeah, Hex Vader says RH products rally. Woo! Yeah, let's get into it, folks. Without further ado, join up to Discord. Links in the video description, links in the chat, and become part of the community. All right, we're going to talk about that one more time. So let me share my screen. We've got lots to talk about, so let's go. That is if you join up to the link in Discord, this is the link that you'll go to. And of course, you just have to hit the orange subscribe button. You got all the features and stuff down here. Pulsechain community, over 1,250 members. Perks, potential perks to paid members in the future. 6 chat groups, 3 audio chats, and of course, Pulsechain information is most comprehensive in there as well. And of course, I'm in there all the time as well. I am in there on a regular basis, as people will tell you. So it's really, really fun to be. And of course, we've got an amazing team. Our community leader, Brian and KD. We've got a huge moderated team of amazing people, including Sandy Beach, Wookie, Archie. There's lots of people in there, folks. We've got about 10, I think, in the team. I think it's 9 actually now. It's an amazing place to be. And of course, the community is awesome. Get in there, folks. All right, let's jump over to the stock market. We'll start it off. We've got a few things happening here. So the stock market pulled back a little bit today, down about 0.2 to 0.3 of a percent. We got Dow Jones at 34,500. That's got the top 30 industrials in it, so that's down just a little bit. S&P is down just a little bit too, to 4,443. The Nasdaq, with all the tech companies in it, is down about 0.2%, and that's at 13,678. So just a little bit of a down day leading into the Federal Reserve meeting, right? That's what we've got coming up. Let's have a look at the commodities. Oil has been rising. West Texas at $91 and Brent oil at $94.50 a barrel. It's pretty flattish today, but they have been generally rising. You can see it in the chart there. Gold is at $19.50. That's pretty much stuck around $950. And silver there stuck at around about $23.50. So not really much change there in gold and silver. So let's go look at the news that's coming up. Treasury yields close at more than a decade high as countdown to Fed decision begins. And this is when we get a little bit nervous about the Federal Reserve, just what they will do. I think we're going to be okay this time. But maybe November and December could be a bit shaky. I do hope they don't raise the rates again. That would be cool. They have indicated they could do one more. We'll see whether they actually do it. The 2-year and 10-year Treasury yields closed at their highest levels since 2006 and 2007, respectively, amid ongoing signs of economic growth and fresh inflationary fears following the recent spikes in oil prices. The recent climb in oil prices comes as the Federal Reserve kicked off its 2-day meeting that is expected to culminate in unchanged rate decision on Wednesday. And that's what we're looking forward to. That's good for us generally in the markets, right? Particularly the stock market, which has had a big rally, right? It's been a big rally, but it hasn't beaten out its old high. It's one of those sort of double tops, with the second one being on the lower end. Typically that gets sold off, and so that's the nervousness there. But the updated summary of economic projections, which will accompany the decision. So there will be a forward outlook position as well. Not every Federal Reserve meeting has, I think it's called an SAP. So they will have one of those decision. The Federal Chairman Jerome Powell's comments will dominate investor attention amid expectations that the Fed is unlikely, I should say, to hike rates again. So that's what we're really looking forward to. I don't think they're going to do the additional hike in November. So obviously we've got the rate hike now. Hopefully there will be no change. November, the market was a third of the market was pricing in a rate hike, but hopefully they're not going to do it because the inflation data will be good enough that they won't feel they need to. This is Reese Williams from investing.com. And of course, but a pick in medical costs, a potential easing in rent deflation, and ongoing increase in energy prices could rejuvenate inflation early next year. So those are the risks moving forward. Increasing the risk of a further Fed tightening in the first quarter. So that is still on the table, they reckon, if we do get some inflationary pressures early next year, that they may do one more tightening there. I think the risk would be in the first quarter that they do an additional hike if, in fact, inflation picks back up. So that is the sort of outside risk at the moment. The predictions are likely to show upgrades to growth and labor market and a downward revision to inflation, at least in 2023. So fingers crossed this year, not so much. Maybe we'll get that, allow us to get a Christmas rally, and maybe early next year we have to just keep a look at the inflation data and see whether they will decide to do that one more rate rise probably. Let's fingers crossed it doesn't happen. We want the 2-minute rate behind us. So let's have a look at what the projection is at the moment on the Federal Reserve. It's coming up here. So let's have a look at the time frame. Just one moment, call it, as we say. So let's have a look. It's going to refresh, is it? It's going to do it. It's going to make it. Let's see if it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. So we've got the meeting coming up pretty imminently, and at the moment we're having a bit of a struggle. I've got so much stuff open, and it's probably struggling to look at that. But anyway, we're looking at no change. That's not popping up there for us, so we'll probably leave that at the moment. But the meeting is coming up imminently. We've got BTC at the moment on crypto, $27,220. That is 1.7%. So we've had a couple good days for Bitcoin. We've got Ethereum there at 1,644, and that is up 0.4%. So pretty nice day across the board. Link seems to be the outstanding performer at the moment, up 5% to $6.88. So it seems to be the outstanding performance at the moment. Bitcoin dominant still at 48.5%, looking pretty good generally. So we were coming up to a death cross that doesn't seem to have played out yet at the moment as well. So look, not too bad. I don't know with the Brennan's in the chat there. Made any comments about that, about the death cross? Don't see any comment there from Brennan. And bring up the chart, so we'll leave it there. So not too bad. Like I say, we're waiting for next year, probably ETF for Bitcoin. Maybe we'll start rallying maybe late October for a run up to the halving. Maybe next year, it was about April or so. So maybe we'll get that six month run up. Fingers crossed, especially if we have a no change in interest rates. It's kind of a good environment. Stock market is really the big worry at the moment, in my view. And so we'll see how we get on. All right, ETH, of course, could rally with the ETF in October. And, of course, Proto-Dank sharding may be seen as a positive as well, particularly for optimism. And Atrium, we'll see. Watch for those. Those are kind of the big things that could move the market. At the moment, it's kind of just slowly drifting up, which is kind of nice. All right, let's jump over to Pulsechain, which is the story of the day. Pulsechain prices rally, PLS, PLSX, and its Hex. Let's check that out. And, of course, we've got Pulse at the moment, quadruple 046. Can you believe it? Up 11.2%. That's really cool. We're now at 46% of the sacrifice price, which is a much better. We're almost back at 50%. As you guys know, we want to get up higher from there. I'm going to talk about that in a second. We got PulseX, which is the star of the day. And this is what I've been talking about, the relativity play on PulseX. We're at quadruple 0.123, and that is 12.3% of the sacrifice price. We've generally been around about 9 or 10%. So at least that's a nice little lift, and up 18% off the bottom That is awesome. One Pulse will get you 3.75 PulseX. That's a big change because that was pretty much at 4-1, and now it's at 3.75 to 1. So that relativity play is definitely playing out, which is what we've been talking about consistently on this channel. And we could see even a bigger whip back all the way back up to sacrifice price, which is, pretty much a 9x or so from here. So pretty amazing. We got the buy and burn at the moment at 437.4 billion PulseX. It's a beautiful thing to see. This is superior tokenomics to Ethereum and other chains. Remember that. Don't forget that, because people are forgetting it, and it's going to play its role, especially as we move towards a bull market at some stage. This just keeps burning. 2.11% of the public supply is burned off. Remember, they don't have this tokenomics on the other chains. We've got all superior tokenomics on Pulsechain. Don't forget that, and get yourself fuddled out too much by market events like the Black Swan event of the SEC, for example. All right, that is where we are at the moment. On that, incentive token is up 12.2%, and the ratio that's at $1.18. The ratio is 25,773. So that is slowly shedding every day. And we've got well over 11 million incentive tokens in issuance, but we've had 68,000 or 86,000 there burned so far through the TRH GameFi protocol from Jacob. PHEX there is at 0.0872. Actually, the weaker performer out of them, which is pretty interesting. We often see PHEX there actually do the best performance. It's probably the second time I can think of we've actually had to do a slightly weaker one. We're at 0.0872 cents, up 10.3%. EHEX at the moment is at 0.037. The combined price of EHEX and PX is at 1.24 cents. So we're pretty much back at 1.25 penny, which we were about 2 days ago. So there we are. Let's go into the charts and have a quick look at that. This is the chart on Pulsechain. Of course, we've been on Pulse. We've been moving up here, looking really good. This chart's starting to look really good. And of course, you guys know I wanted to get over 5,000. Our TA specialist, Brennan, agrees this is a pretty good line to get over. And we were expecting this to have a big green candle. I said this yesterday, didn't I, Brennan, about green candle and to power over this. And that's exactly what we're getting, which is pretty nice. We're at 40046 at the moment. And I can reasonably expect us to get another little green candle in here. We do have the Fed meeting tomorrow, and that will probably play in it. We have a no change, and the outlook is more dovish. That's also going to help generally crypto as well. So yeah, looking at to power over that 5,000, that would get us back to 50% too of the sacrifice price and a much better looking chart. But we do have slightly higher lows, and we're starting to move up with another higher low now. This is more significant, this low, and so that's looking really good for the chart. So very nice. And let's go to PulseX. PulseX, of course, is starting to move up too. Nice little green chart there as well. As you guys know, I want to get it past 1300, and here we are at 1230. I want to get past 1300. That's over this line here. So we've still got a bit more work to do that. And it looks like Pulse and PulseX are both going to do it. But the relativity is better on PulseX at the moment, which is nice to see that play out too. Moving to the incentive token at the moment. Look at that. Whee! We're like green candles. And that is $1.19 at the moment. So it's even moved up even higher, 13% now. That's even more aggressive. Let's go and have a look at the ratio. Our ratio is still bleeding out there. We start off at 100. Which one I'm on here? Oh, I'm on the PulseX one. Sorry, I'm on the wrong chart. I'm on the wrong chart there. Let me just pull up the right chart. I've got the PulseX ratio, not the Pulse ratio. Let's go to Pulsechain. And where are we going? Incentive Pulse. Yeah, that's the one I want. So bam, that is the price there, 118. Let's switch that around to the ratio. And actually, we've got green ratio. So PulseX is on the negative, but this is on a positive. 25,774, 2 days in a row. Say what? We haven't had 2 days in a row for a long time, all the way since back 15th and 16th July. So nice little up days there for the ratio for incentive token. Bring us to PHEX at the moment. This is the PX chart. PX chart looking really good, although relatively underperforming compared to Pulsechain and PulseX. But we've got nice higher lows in here. And of course, we want to get well over here, well over a penny pretty much is our next target, which is up here. We want to get above that, which would be pretty cool. And maybe even above that one there. So yeah, 1 penny to 1.1 penny. That's kind of the target there. EHEX at the moment, also just waiting for that to move up too. Remember that these are all relative. So Pulse, PulseX and PHEX, they're all tied into Pulsechain. the Pulse coin, whereas Ethereum EHEX is tied into USDC and Ethereum generally on the old Ethereum side. It's a little bit different there with the movements and the liquidity pool. So that is the screens there. I haven't got the combined price of EHEX and PX up today, but we're going to be talking about other stuff anyway. So really good. Enjoy the day, folks. Pulse chain prices are rallying, and you guys are still here. You guys are the diamond hands, and apparently you guys have been accumulating as well, especially if you've been watching this channel. And DCA for the win, dollar cost average for the win. So congratulations, looking good at the moment. All right, let's have a quick look at the transactions. As you guys know, well, prices should go up, right? If the chain's being used more, if it's being considered more valuable, then why not? The chain should get priced up as well. I mean, that's some of the benefits of this superior tokenomics. We've got the superior blockchain set up, right, with the better block times, and of course, the 17% faster than Ethereum, all that good stuff. We're also super cheap, right, compared to Ethereum. And so that is a good, useful thing to grow on. And of course, as more protocols come on, more people come on, the chain will get priced up more, right? And on top of that, we've got the buy and burn tokenomics and the IP159 tokenomics. We've got the validator staking. And then we've got a whole bunch of big, giant third-party protocols coming up in the next couple of weeks. So it's going to be absolutely epic on Pulsechain. At the moment, you can see that the transactions are up onto the right there. And we've reached a new all-time highs here too for the transactions. Let's go to the Block Scout and have a check that out, because the Block Scout here, look at this, woo, all-time high, folks, for transactions, 811,000. So looking really, really good. Last time here, back on the 9th of September, we had 785,000, and we've really definitely rallied up here. Now, the cool thing over this time where the transactions have gone up, the GUI has gone up. You guys have felt it, and of course, people that have been doing certain smart contracts definitely know that we've gone from this lower GUI period back here in August and through to sort of 6th of September, and it's really started to go much higher in the GUI. So it's, it's more expensive, right? Which is good because you're getting valued up in the chain more. So that's what we're seeing there. If we go to the gas prices as well, the GUI is up, the Pulse coin is up. So both of those being up means you're paying more expensive costs. And you can see at the moment we've got a bit of a spike going on here just as we speak. And we're up at 4 million beats there. Look at that, 4 million beats. We're down at about 1.1 million beats for a little while. And that was actually coming off because we've been up at like 2 million beats. But that is up, and Pulse is up, so it's more expensive. At the moment, a transfer on a Pulse, a Uniswap transfer would be $6 on Ethereum. And at the moment, we're 107 times cheaper than Ethereum and 246 times cheaper than Bitcoin. But we were getting used to, a week or so ago, we were at 500, 1,000, 1,500 times cheaper than Ethereum, but the chain is being used more, right? More people activity, and that's exciting to see. And I think it's only just getting warmed up. You guys are all here early, so you might want to complain about the fees getting a bit higher on transactions, but of course that would generally infer that the chain is being used, and that's what you want. There's a lot of ghost chains out there, and there's a lot of chains that just don't have the community, don't have the protocol roadmap. We've got it all, right? We've got the whole lot, so it's worth being bullish about. All right, let's jump over to the validators. Another sign of bullishness. Before we go to the validators, actually, let's just go back to the gas price. I want to play a little video from Richard about the chain being used more over time. So, and we've seen early signs of that now, which is exciting.
It accrues so much value and gets so many users. Yeah, the fees will go up, and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.
So the general idea there, of course, Richard, is that, you know, people are going to come and use the chain, more protocols come, and the chain gets put up, and that's what we're seeing early signs of already. And we've got tons of big protocols coming in the future, right? I see Power City's diagrams indicates 143 projects. Many of them haven't even launched yet. So it's going to be a lot of fun, folks, and the biggest ones are still to come. So fun times ahead for us. But you will be paying more for your fees, so just get used to it as a trade-off, right? All right, so let's jump over to the validators. This is another bullish sign as well. We're at 43,119 validators, which is fantastic. Pulsechain really is the people's chain. I say it every day because it's so true. And of course, we've got validators all around the world, and it's amazing, right? Amazing. And of course, the other thing is that all the pulse that they get on there is staked. It's off the market. So 1.38 trillion out of 15 trillion is off the market, and that is staked in the validators. And of course, we've got liquid loans coming up that's going to collateralize pulse and take even more off the market. And really optimistic that that will be of great significance. So exciting times ahead, folks. Let's jump over to some of the other tokens. Before we do that, though, let's catch up in the chat and say hello to a few more people that have arrived before we get into the rest of the market. So far, so good. Brennan says no death cross on BTC on daily. Might get a golden cross on a 4-hourly soon, says Brennan. So that's pretty nice. Brian has made it second place all alone in Coast Referrals. Well done to Brian. Brian is number 2 behind Crypto Coffee, the number 1 influencer in the Pulsechain Hex community. And wow, number 2 plot. That's a pretty cool feat. Now, if you haven't used, if you want to onboard the Pulsechain directly, you can use a fiat gateway. There are about 50 countries now that are eligible to use that, and the liquidity and stablecoins are going up every day, which is pretty exciting. So if you want to use Brian's link, I'm sure he'll post it in the chat there, but it is in the video description if you want to use the Coast on-ramp. And you get 5,000 weight tokens, so it's a win-win. And you get on there and, of course, help keep. Maybe Brian's starting to head for Crypto Coffee's place. Who knows? It's a long way to go, but definitely you guys can help make that happen. So a big shout out to Brian and congratulations. We've got Love Rich in the house as well. Hey, buddy, good to see you, Love Rich. Welcome to chat. It's been a little while there, Love Rich. Great to see you. Brian says only 494 spots to take first place of Crypto Coffee, which would be amazing. We'll do our best. All right. What else there? We've got Empty Corner says prices definitely popped. It's been half of my dry powder yesterday. Should have used all of it, says Empty Corner. Well, it's always good to have some dry powder around, but I know your sentiment for sure. Craig Pitt says morning Superman, PLS and PLSX. Let's go. Absolutely, Craig. Good to see you too. We've got HH as well. So glad I caught a live show again. Been too long. It has been HH. Welcome to the live stream. It's really good to have you all. It really is neat, man. It's going to be so fun, folks. Yeah, Diamond Hands, man. DCA, accumulate is the main game. Always have some dry powder, though, because there's always opportunities, right? Empty Corner says trying to buy a house and buy crypto at the same time sucks, as Empty Corner. I can understand that. Sounds like a dilemma for sure. What else there? You can all, yeah, I guess you need a house over your head, otherwise you could delay the purchase and wait for the pump a bit more. Let me just scroll through some of that. People talking about houses there. RH for the win, says lies beneath. Absolutely. We've got Ramon in the house. Hey, what's up, family? Good to see you, Ramon. Welcome too. We've got quite a few people jumping in. It's great to see you all. We've got Anita in here as well. Hey. I hope we're all doing great. Well done. Brian, yeah, on number 2 spot on the Coast on-ramping. Yeah, definitely fantastic. Now, that Coast is targeting $50 million to kick it off. So everybody that on-ramps fiat through that Coast is helping that as well. That's in addition to the official bridge, as well as the BNB bridge. So more the merrier, more the capital flowing on the Pulsechain, the better. What else are we going to jump through? Some of that. Sorry, I just didn't mean to post that on the tweet there, on the screen. What's up, Hexkins? We've got Tin Top in the house as well. Good to see Tin Top. And what else we got there? We got Adam Mazel. Remember when the incentive was $70? I think it won't go back. I wouldn't suggest it go back either, Adam. I think the only thing that will really help that is single-sided staking, maybe some other end solution for incentive. in addition to the 2 liquidity farms. Because you got more missions coming out. So those sort of things may. The DAO may also play a role. I've got a couple of scenarios around the DAO. I've talked about one of them in our Discord, but there are a few others. So definitely could be interesting stuff happening in the future with that. More to come from PulseX, is my guess. We've got Hexmail in the house as well. Hello, everybody. Good to see Hexmail. Welcome. We've got about 74 people watching at the moment, so big shout out and welcome to everybody. If you're brand new to the channel, just smash that subscribe button. It's easy to do to support one of the influencers in Pulsechain. And, of course, get in there, folks, if you want to. Also, join our Discord. It is amazing. We have a highly engaged Discord that people are really helping each other out. It's a really great place to be, and we have all the information around Pulsechain and Hex, so definitely get into our Discord. It's about 16 cents a day. It's a private Discord now. We just moved from public to private, so get in there, folks. Really, really cool. All right, let us jump back. Let's jump back to the markets and see what else is going on in the old Pulsechain. All right, so this is the Pulsechain projects, but we're going to start off with the top PRC20s because we've had some dramatic changes in the PRC20s. We've seen a lot of price discovery in here, but some of the heroes of the day have definitely retraced. Obviously, with Richard Hart tokens moving up, we have said this, that a lot of these altcoins may be sold off in favor of the RH tokens when they start to move. When they start to move, you get left behind, and that's the issue, right? So it's always been a cautious move, but it's been fun to watch nevertheless. We will get a lot of price discovery on these coins, and it's going to be interesting to see. Now, over time, of course, the stronger the RH tokens get, like Pulse and PulseX, then it should lift all boats, right? Lift all boats, just like Ethereum does on the old Ethereum chain. Let's have a look at PDI or DAI. Definitely had a nice little pullback here. Now, we had a little Fibonacci on here. The Fibonacci took us back to 1300 at the kind of the bottom of the move. That'll be like a 78. I think there was a 78% move there. But definitely, let's bring that Fibonacci up actually. While we're talking about it, we have we're back down to like 50% at the moment at 1600, but the 61.8. Sorry, I said 78, but 61.8 is 1300, and that may be the bottom of the move. But we could stop at 50. That'd be quite a good stop, quite a strong sign if we stopped at 50 at 1600. But 61.8 is kind of a general move back down. Would be 1300. So far 1600. Obviously, we'll be watching that, but that may be 1300 in play as the marker there. But in any case, the market still wants to try and get this up to, or at least the people supporting it still want to get up to 1 cent. That's kind of the next move. We'll see how we get on. Obviously, with Richard Hart's tokens going, it's going to be a bit of a hard ask at the moment. We'll see whether it can do a bounce off 1300 or higher. So there we are. That is PDI. Teddy Bear, of course, and Treasury Bill all pulled back to about 17-20%. And let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, down quite a bit there. Look at that. Wow. So that's Teddy Bear. Treasury Bill is another one. These are both made up ones, right? They weren't copied over on the Pulsechain fork. That is down dramatically. So hope none of you were in that one. That was a bit of a bloodbath there for the Treasury Bill. All right. What else? We're going to talk about Bitcoin, which has done amazing as well. But this has got sold off pretty dramatically too. We got all the way. Look at this uptrend on the wrap Bitcoin. Isn't that fantastic? Like if you were on that would have been a fun ride. They're talking about from $14 all the way up to $200. And that's a 1400% return in 48 days. So you can't say there's nothing of value defined on Pulsechain. People have been hunting some of these out. So if you're lucky enough to be in that position, congratulations. Obviously, we're back down at $34 at the moment. So buying tops ain't great. And at the moment, we're at 36%. That being said, of course, maybe this continues if the Richard Hart stuff keeps going and this here finds some more legs. Once there's a bit of confidence in the Pulsechain, PulseX prices, then this could probably have continue the uptrend rally. So we're watching out for that wrap Bitcoin. Remember, the wrap Bitcoin on Pulsechain is a copy. It doesn't have any actual Bitcoin backing it. So it's really shared narrative that's pushing that up as well. Let's have a look at by percentages. LUSD, the liquidity copy, is up 24%. That's pretty amazing. Maker is up 20% as well. Lido up 18%. LUSD, once again, that's another pull, up 16%. And Uniswap there up 16%. So that's kind of some of the leaders. And even SushiSwap managing to get 12.5%. These are all ERC20s or PRC20 copies. And they're all getting priced up there. Not bad at all. Let's jump over to the mid-size meme coins. And of course, we've got some real big moves on these. I've been telling you guys, man, I told you guys. Did I tell you guys? Let's do the robot. Let's do the robot. All right. So I said, been saying this for day after day after day. Where's my commission? Where's my commission? You got my commission? You got my commission over there? Okay. Well, these are up. Look at this thing, man. It's up 200% in the last 24 hours on Pulse Dodge. I said that was the best performer, the one that was undervalued the most, and because it has the least holders. And look at that. And then Paul Pleb as well is up 80% as well. Thank you very much. There we are. So well done again. Look at that chart. Whee! And I said this thing could run away, right? I said we could have some really steep upward prices, and that is Pulse Dodge there. Some pretty insane stuff there. We've also got Pulse Dodge. There's a couple of liquidity pools, right? The biggest one has got 47K in it. And there it is there. Bam. At 008589. So I was talking about that. And there we are. Been talking about every single day. I'm sure some of you were going, why does he keep repeating himself? But there we are. That is a Pulse Dodge, and Paul Pleb is up 80% as well. And nice little move there. And of course, we're waiting for the 9-inch DEX to launch. And I didn't see anything on the project update today, but we might check that out too. Where did the ETH go? Is up 16%. That's the other third token. So those are really the star performers today. I'm pretty sure we haven't got anything on the update because I did check projects. I have a project list, and don't think we saw all the update on that. So let's have a look. We've obviously had Randy Alaski's back, and he's got this Note token coming out. It's going to be launching on Pulsechain via 9-inch. So he's got his own project there. What else there? So here we are, 14th, upcoming launch there. We had a bit of a giveaway as well, but that is pretty much where we are at the moment. And just jump on to Hexy Bastard's site there as well. The hashtag family channel. Yeah. Which token do you think absolutely has to be listed with a farm on 9-inch? You got lots of people feedbacking into that. It's kind of the latest from there. All right. So waiting for that 9-inch DEX to launch. In the meantime, these are all super pumped, and you can thank me later. How about that? All right, we got Pulsechain projects. Pulsechain projects at the moment. That's what I'm saying. If you get into our Discord, folks, we've been on the frontier of all the stuff. We are covering this every day. We're covering all the projects. We have a very good understanding of what's going on with Pulsechain. So definitely get into our Discord. The link is in the video description. Hex Token Discord. Get in there, folks. We've got lots of people in alpha, not just myself. And we've got people like Archie and Brennan and many others in there that are dropping alpha all day long. So get in there, folks. Really, really cool. All right, we've got Pulse Reflections at the moment. This is the Pulsechain projects list. So these are all the utility projects coming on the Pulsechain. We said that there's about 143 on the Power City diagram, and many of them haven't even launched yet. Now, these are the ones that have launched, and you can see the list is really starting to add up. As Pulsechain goes up, these will all start going up, at least if they've got good utility, and most of them will move higher and higher and higher, and that's what we're basically seeing here. Pretty crazy. So the best performer today is Pulse Reflections, one of the tax tokens. That is up 146%. So have a quick look at that chart. And look at that thing get pushed up. Woohoo! So we got Pulse Dodge, Paul Pleb, PRS all on the ascendancy today. We've got the Pulse LN, which is a Lightning Network bridge to Pulsechain. And of course, that is BNB as well. That is up pretty nicely today as well, up at 1.3 cents. So that's looking pretty good. That's a really good utility. Trot up 18%. Pulse Kitten up 17% there. Hocus Pocus, which is NFT marketplace GameFi, that is up 17%. Pulse Kittens up 15% there. Pretty nice there. And even some of the TRH game tokens, the water token, up 14%. When water has actually done pretty well lately. It's off the bottom though. What's happening here? Auto, off the bottom here. It's done pretty well there off the bottom. And moving forward, what else we got going there? Time dividend, of course. We're going to talk about time, which leads us into time. Time there really starting to move up there on the price and starting to get some highs there, looking pretty good. It's currently at 0015, which leads us on into our next category, which is Internet Money. They have hit a new milestone. Internet Money wallet users hit 12,500. So this is a rounded up slightly, but that is pretty much it. The growth and support of the Internet Money and native Pulsechain wallet has been inspiring. The statistics. So let's go through the statistics. You guys know I've wanted to go through this list, so I'm so happy to see this posted today. And this is from KG, who's done an AMA's Twitter space as well, or YouTube space. So pretty cool. Now we've got App Store, 3,544 downloads on the App Store. Test flight has had 2,487, and the total there for iOS is 6,031, which is pretty good. KG has been persistent. He's been networking. He's been promoting. The dev team has been developing. And really, I think these things are really starting to ramp up here. And we're so early, right? We're so early. You know, what is it, day 131 or something? And so, yeah, really, really exciting on the move up. Android, 1,950 downloads on Androids. And, of course, they're still in their final beta, right? We're waiting for V1, which we're expecting, I think, is about 6 weeks away. I think it was the update 4 to 6 weeks away for the V1. That is the commercial version. And, of course, that we post the audits, right? The final audits. So looking forward to that. There's more information to come there. Now, Chrome, of course, people downloaded on Chrome. 4,480 have been downloaded. Internet Money Wallet's been downloaded there. So the total overall users that have downloaded the wallet is 12,461. And as you can see in the title, I've just rounded it up to 12,500. But that is amazing. So I'm so excited about that. These are the numbers that actually make me excited about the Internet Money Wallet adoption. Because if you're doing this by day 131, what will you have after 365 days? You know, it really is getting excited. What will that growth curve look like? And I think it's pretty cool, right? So really good stuff going on here. And you can see some of the breakdowns here by iPhone, iPad, 9% on the iPhone, 6.5% on iPad, and 3.2% on desktop. So pretty cool. Phone definitely being popular for the wallet. There, I always suggest doing desktop and having it isolated, remember, or protected. So it's important. Internet Money Wallet there. Got the numbers here. Google Play. So moving from iOS to Google Play there, 1,905 devices, 176 countries, man. OMG. So that's a real insight there. Really broad adoption there with the wallets across the country. It's amazing numbers. So amazing on there and working up. Chrome, of course, 4,480, and that's been a very popular choice for downloading. So some really good numbers there from Internet Money Wallet, the first native wallet to Pulsechain. I know that there's another one called Pulse Wallet out there. I haven't talked about that much. We may do that. I want to get more information about that on the security side. And, of course, we may still ever get the Richard Hart wallet, as I call it, the Hart wallet, may still be coming as well. We know that there were 1 or 2 devs working on that wallet. We'll see what happens in due course with that. That is also potentiality as well, having our own wallets. All right, so looking good there on Internet Money. Let's quickly look at, they had a Twitter space as well, I think, or a YouTube live stream. Yeah, development updates, AMA 5 hours ago. So if you want to check that out, definitely check it out. I'll post a link to that in the chat there as well, especially if you download that wallet. It is in final beta. And of course, like I say, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. I'm not sure what the actual update on the video was. But the last update we got a couple of days ago was probably 4 to 6 weeks away, maybe 6 weeks on the final one when they get V1. That'll be the commercial version, and of course, had the final audits included as well. They have pretty good rapid development in that wallet too, so you get a lot of extra features and it interacts with Pulsechain very well. So kind of cool. That is the link there to the Internet Money. And if you want to download it, do your due diligence, of course. Nothing on this channel is investment advice, but definitely looking good. All right, let's go through a couple more of the comments. Here, I've got a couple more topics to talk about, so stay tuned, everybody. Let's get back in the chat there and catch up a bit more before we move forward. Where are we going up here? Scroll back up. There's a few more comments in here. We've got Hex Mal. I think I got up to Hex Mal, didn't I? Yeah, Hex Mal in the house. Who else there? Pulse Beta in houses too. I just discovered HOA meme coin and Orange Grove farm. Very good API at the moment. If you'd like to try, yeah, I'll check that out. What else there? Let me just take a snapshot of that for later. And bam, all right, put that over there. And what else we got there? We've got a couple more comments. We've got Pudding Guru, late starter, 2x catch up, says Pudding Guru. Hey, welcome, man. We've got about 35 people watching at the moment, so big welcome to all of you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell for future videos. Very easy to do, cool way of supporting the channel. And of course, if you haven't gone to our Discord, get all the hottest stuff, man. We've been leading on insights into the whole ecosystem. We're documenting every day. We have covered most of the projects and really get in there. It's a great place to be. Most importantly is the community, though, right? The community is amazing. What else do we got? Brennan in the house there. Good to see Brennan. And Brizology as well. Got your commission. I'm not sure what that is. What are you talking about there, Briz? Let us know. Good to see Briz in the house, by the way. Pudding Guru, too many balls on the driving range is Pudding Guru. What are you guys talking about? Who knows? Thomas says Pulse Reflections is going pretty green these days. Yeah, it's doing surprising to the upside, really. Amazing. Sandy says nope, sounds interesting. Yeah, that was Randy announced it yesterday. I haven't actually looked at it at all, but I'll try and follow up on that too. Christian in the house there. Good to see you, Christian. Hello, familia. Good to see you, Christian. Welcome. That is the Discord there. If you want to join up, 16 cents a day, easy peasy. And of course, join up there. Join the community. We are leading it, man. I'm in there very regularly. And of course, the community is even more important than me. They are in there all the time. And we've got community leaders like Brian. We've got a whole team in there. The community is amazing. It really is about the community. And we have all the information. And you get a lot of intel, alpha, insights in there. If you're out in the rest of crypto, you're out there by yourself, right? You're in the Wild West. But if you come to our Discord, you've really got a smart, intelligent family in there that's going to help you do the best you can. It really is cool. We also have a crypto helpline in there as well. You won't get that in anywhere else. So definitely jump in there. Brian says, like it up. Definitely like it up there. Yeah, if you want to join the other channels, we're streaming the 3 channels at the moment. Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto, and of course, Pulsechain X. Definitely join up to that and yeah, subscribe. Get over there as well if you like as well. We talk about slightly different topics on each channel generally, but we also cover Pulsechain on all 3. And it's over 10,000 subscribers, so it's not bad at all. Christian says Internet Money is a cool wallet. Sandy Beach says Internet Money wallet is awesome too. And Christian says I see people keep using their phones for crypto. Yeah, not a good idea. And so I'm against that too. So be careful out there as well. I would say yeah. Let's see here. Scott says, is anybody following 9mm Pro? I'm not sure about NMM Pro, but we have talked about 9mm before. They're doing a block explorer and several other. They've got the NFT projects and a few other things in DeFi coming down the line. We'll probably try and talk about them more as they roll those out. All right, let's go back into the numbers here. Let's go. All right, PHUX at the moment. PHUX is really starting to fly. Look at this TVL, 30,900,000. As I said, when Pulsechain and that starts going up in price, PHUX is going to start rising as well. So PHUX is a fork of Balancer. It is the most successful TVL project outside of PulseX at the moment that I'm aware of, and it's doing incredible. 180 million in volume on there too. If you're trading stablecoins, it's the most efficient way to trade stablecoins because of the invariant function they use for swapping. It's much closer to 1-to-1. And of course, we're seeing some incredible values there. We can see that the stablecoin CST from Fiat there is from Coast, sorry, is 2.3 million now, really starting to rise in the old stablecoin there. Liquidity, fantastic. And the APYs on the stablecoins, look at that, 25% to 62%. Amazing stuff. It really is crazy good on those percentages. So looking pretty nice there. Even the Prime PHUX, which is the main pool, that's how you get VPHUX there, the sort of voting token for rewards. And of course, you go into Prime here. That's got 5.6 million there as well. The biggest pool is 6.2 million with USD Tether, USDC, and Rapti there. So looking pretty good in the stablecoin there. What else is looking pretty good? Fiat and Pulse is looking pretty good, 1.7. Pareto there, that's the new one. We're waiting for Fame to launch. It's going to be the fork of GMX any day now, as I understand it. Not sure what oracles they're using, because there's no oracle at the moment, but they're probably using some different prices, maybe a Petius and some PulseX and things like that. Maybe they're doing those in terms of drawing prices. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're doing around price calls there. But that's got 1.8 million in at the moment, so not too bad either. All right, so there's some highlights there. Let's jump over to GameFi. We're going to move from DeFi to GameFi. And at the moment, we've got TYCZ game is still open. The lobby is open. So if you want to sacrifice for this, you can. The official address is 0x48, ends in E834. And currently, there's a 25% bonus plus 1 OG if you do for every $2,500 you enter into the lobby. So far, we got 724 wallets in there, almost 1.2 million US dollars. Not doing too bad there as well. You can send funds from any of these addresses: Ethereum, Pulsechain, BNB chain. and that is the leaderboard there at the moment. Top person 65,000, so not bad. The utility is looking pretty good. So it's kind of going to be an enhanced version of the TRH protocol, which has been one of the best performing charts on Pulsechain. And you can get a 10% bonus, of course, if you use the referral link, which is in the video description. But if you want to get that, that's in the chat there. If you're in the video description, I also post it in the chat, TYCZ, and you get 10% bonus using that. Bam, that is it there. And we're looking forward to launching. Now, we're expecting it to launch on the 1st of November. So you can find the link in the video description, but we're expecting it to launch on the 1st of November, and this will probably close any day now, I guess. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. Archie is keeping track of this in our Discord. So if you want to get the latest intel, Archie provides that on a regular basis in our Discord as well. He's one of our awesome moderators. So epic. So that is it. We're 51 minutes on the hour. Let's jump over to hex.com. If you haven't checked out hex.com, the ultimate DeFi mining CD or certificate deposit. And of course, this is founded by Richard Hart. Hex.com, folks, check it out. You can buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain and then burn it for T-shares and start mining Hex, which is amazing. So let's quickly look and see what we've got the results in at the moment. We've got day 1388. Let me just pull up the Pulsechain date there. Yeah, day 31. So we've got day 1387. It's going to be off there soon. We're waiting for the data to come out. It hasn't come out yet, but if that comes up, we'll be talking about that. So that's pretty much it. I don't think we've heard anything from Richard lately, so quickly check on Richard Hart. I'm doing this on the fly. But Richard Hart, yeah, no updates. The last update we had from Richard Hart was on the 17th September, which was a pretty insightful one, actually. And I talked about that in full back on that when it came out. So that was pretty cool. All right, we're going to wait for that. Let's get back in the chat and say hello again and see who is in there. So if you've got any questions, let us know in the chat there. If you want to join Discord, the link's in the video description. If you want to get into TYRH lobby, TYCZ lobby, definitely use the link there as well. Looking good. Now, the protocol for Zen Game, which is going to be coming to Pulsechain, but is currently on the Ethereum chain. We're going to talk about that briefly. We've got a little bit of time up our hands. Let's bring that up, and I'm just going to render that as we speak. Right. We're going to have multiple Zen protocols launching on the 23rd of October. So all the big ones, actually. So it's going to be, if you think it's getting quiet on Pulsechain, it's only going to get busier and busier and busier, folks. We've got so many protocols coming to Pulsechain. It is insane. And yeah, so it's good times all around. Good times all around. All right. Where are we going here? Is that what I'm showing? Yep. All right. So let me just scroll out of this one. Bam. Let me switch that around. Actually, I think I was on the right one. Let's do that. All right. All right. So here is, let's go to the other screen. Let's go back to the other screen there. Do we have any questions? No, we don't. What is this one here? Is that a little ghost? What is that thing? Oh, it's a skull and bone, is it? I'm not sure what's happening there, Brennan. You've gone a bit crazy, man. What else there? Let's go back here and bam. So Zen Game here. Look at this thing. 64.35 Ethereum in here. So when this launches on Pulsechain, this is going to have Pulse in it instead. And I imagine it's going to have billions of Pulse in here. This is a pretty crazy game. I don't know when it's ever going to end, to be honest. It's a 12-hour game, but it gets extended every key. So a key is a way of buying into the game, so like the ownership. And of course, you end up getting, it's a ROI game, right? So you end up getting Ethereum, in this case, back after you go in. Now, when's it going to finish, though? I have no idea. It could be weeks, months. It's crazy, this game. And of course, at the moment, you get paid while the game keeps going, but there's also a payout at the end as well. And of course, if you want to check out the video I did on that a couple of days ago, definitely check it out. It's too complicated to explain just in one simple way. But basically, the idea is you can buy keys. You enter the game, and you can withdraw your earnings or reinvest them. And of course, you can buy keys at a different price range as well. If you've got Apexes on Zen, you can also put those in. And of course, the winnings at the moment, 64.35 ETH. This thing's going to keep this going up. And I just don't know when it's going to finish. Now, when this timer gets down to 0, the last person that buys a key, they win the jackpot. They win the jackpot, which is going to be insane. 50% of the jackpot goes to the winner, and the rest of it gets distributed 20% out to those who have burned keys, those are keys, and those who also 20% goes to apexes. If you got apexes, and 10% goes to the next round, round 2. We're only on round 1, so it's going to be crazy. At least the site is working better than it was. It had quite a bit of hiccups, so you can see it's still glitching a little bit at the moment, but it's definitely working better than it was on launch day. So that's kind of cool. This is the backup site. This has been working pretty well also, and the backup site is ticking away as well. So you can definitely check that out. That is in game there at the moment. So if you want to enter that game, you can either use one of the sites there as well. So I'll post that in the chat there if you want to check that out for details. All right, check out my video I did the other day though, because it's got more information on it. That's a backup site. It's probably a better site that works better. But of course we do have the other side as well. All right, I think that's that. Let's jump away from that. We're waiting for the Hex Daily stats. Let's see if we've got them out yet. We have. We've got the Hex on Ethereum. So the 19th of September, 2023. The price there is at 0.3 of a penny. Not too bad. We got a price increase of 3.5% of Hex on Ethereum. The payout for Hex on Ethereum is 6.7 Hex per T-share. We got a dot day in the share rate, so that's good. But that's going to jump up on the 22nd of November, about 1,400 Hex. So that's going up and to the right. Earlier pays better. The average mining length there, 7.08 years at the moment, 39.56% APY. The T-shares are up 281. We've got 9.8 million T-shares in the ownership pool on Hex on Ethereum. And at the moment, 9.3% of all Hex is locked on Ethereum. We had pretty nice penalties today, 1.8 million. The reward pool's got 65.7 million Hex in it for those who are mining with the T-shares. And of course, the liquid holders are down 4. T-share miners are down 13. We're sitting at 120,086 miners at the moment on the Ethereum chain for Hex. And we don't have the numbers out for Pulsechain at the moment. That will be day 130. They might be out maybe 15 minutes or now, 15 minutes or something like that from now. We'll keep a tabs on that. We may comment on that tomorrow. So we're starting up day 1388 on Ethereum and day 131 on Pulsechain, Pulse Gain. So that's pretty much it for that. And we're up to 58 minutes on the hour, which is probably our fastest live stream we've done for a while, which is pretty crazy cool. What a day. What a day. And as you guys know, I'm going to be doing walk day number 56 today. Walk day number 56. And it is sunny outside, so I have no excuses to go, which is pretty good, although I'm starting to really enjoy it. Although it's good to have a day off here and there. That's probably what I'd say about that. Valiant says Poor Pleb is on fire. Yeah, Poor Pleb absolutely gunned it, and I've been calling it every day. I've been talking about it every day, like a repeating rabbit. I have been out here. I've been out of the loop lately, says Empty Corner. I have been sitting here researching Coast the last 20 minutes. I'm in love, says Empty Corner. Yeah, Coast doing pretty well there. And Brian is at number 2 on the list. So well done, Brian. Who's going to be the 50th like? Yeah, definitely smash the like. How many likes we got? 51. Hey, we did it, Brian. Well done. And Pulse Basis, I only buy PHEX, EHEX, PLS, and PLSX. And that is awesome. And that is the maxi strategy of this channel. Hex Enthusiast says PLD and PAP. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 9-inch Dex is coming. And yeah, I've been talking about it. So people had the opportunity off the bottom. And that's the thing with watching Hex Token channel. You guys keep picking up the prices at the bottom. And of course, I'm doing the research. And you guys are finding it out. Archie, we've got cool people in the chat and our Discord that do research as well. And you guys are getting in early on it all. So it's pretty neat. Yes, Hex Token. I usually take the weekends off from walking, but I may do 6 days a week, says Sandy. Nice. Sandy's been crushing it there with the health and fitness on Discord. Oh, sorry, on Twitter. Twitter X, as we say, or X now. It's really hard to say X now because it just sounds like the letter X. OMG base Zen mints $80 at the moment. Yeah, pretty expensive. It's much cheaper on some other chains. I think Pulsechain is going to be a much better place for you to do Zen mints. The gas prices are already high. A week ago, you could do Zen mints for 70 cents, and now it's like $3 or something like that. So that's already been a winner from that point of view. So I do think Pulsechain is going to be one of the better protocols for Zen. And we've got crypto, we got what is it, DBZen and DBZen NFTs launching on Pulsechain on 23rd of October. We'll probably have the Zen game that I just showed you on Ethereum, which has got a massive jackpot, but 64 ETH, and it's just going to keep climbing. That's going to be on Pulsechain too. What will that be on Pulsechain? It's going to be amazing. Probably the closest thing we have to that coming up is Pulsepot and Win-Win. Both of those kind of into game jackpots and things. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, well, 1 hour on the live stream. I'm going to wrap it up early today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Just absolutely exciting time. Pulsechain prices rally, internet money wallet breaking ground there with wallet updates. It really is cool. Paul Pleb, Pulse Dodge, PRS, everything pumping. It's a really great place to be. And it's only going to get better from here, folks. Liquid Loans is coming. Power City is coming. Famous is coming. The whole Zen, the best dApps, the Zen are coming. And there's 143 projects, and many of those haven't even launched yet. So it's going to be busy on this channel, man. We may need to clone Superman and have his alter ego. All right, take care, everybody. I'm going to play out some videos. Let's do that. Let's do the highest of stakes day. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now. Peace out.
Richard Art here, welcoming you to the highest of stakes premiere. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. These guys put blood, sweat, and tears for years into this project. Wasn't my idea. Didn't have anything to do with the production. Didn't have anything to do with anything. I was just in a bunch of scenes. Yay. I'm a movie star. No, I'm a clown. The me that you see in this film died, so enjoy it. Humble me is what exists now. What I wished that everyone would get is that there's only a few things in this world that can really change man's relationship with government, man's relationship with money, man's relationship with his time. Right now, we've got the highest inflation we've had since I've been alive, and that's 43 years now. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And we've got banks collapsing, and we've got bailouts, and all of the things that people predicted would come true that are the reason that cryptocurrency was invented are happening. You know, there's certain countries that you may not have been to that this is life or death for them. You know, high inflation countries where their money is worth, you know, half as much at the end of the next year as it is this year. You got to get your money out of those currencies. And the dollar is not one of those currencies yet, but historically, about every 50 years, fiat currencies fail. Like they just, it's very hard to have a fiat currency backed by nothing that lasts longer than 50 years, it seems. And, well, dollar's been around for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. You know, I feel that it's wildly important for you to understand that the future really is digital. It really is cryptocurrency. And if you can get around the gatekeepers, if you can get the word out, if you can get people to learn about something that could really change the future, everyone gets rich together. When you get rid of all the middlemen and you get rid of all the waste and you get rid of all the inefficiency, that value, it goes somewhere. And it goes to the people that deserve it, the people that believed. Enjoy the film, everybody.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
Arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me, hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life.
Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less than the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good.
I put it all in.
All what?
All over house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that means I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you'll get the crap scammed out of you.